if you look at the research, a lot of businesses, like most entrepreneurs' journeys don't end in happily ever after. We wish they did, right? But if we're looking at reality, it does not typically happen. And a lot of times the end of a company, at least from what I've seen, I'd love to hear your opinion, John, is like divorce, death, or disease, or something of that nature. I kind of thought, or destruction because the entrepreneur got bored. I call them the 4Ds, right? But it's like, if you know that, then you can be aware of it. You can start to really plan for it. My dad didn't know, we didn't know as a family, so he didn't have a plan. And he kind of got lucky that his kids were able to come in and do that. But at the same time, in another sense, we're another investment that he made, right? Like he created us, and him and my mom put energy into us. And so that's another investment that paid off. But I guess I just want to share with people that like, that is very common for this to happen. And a lot of times people buying companies are literally just kind of waiting for the time that the entrepreneur hits a burnout point or one of these events happens. And you're better off. Like when we went through the sales process, no one knew any of this was going on except for us and Quorum Group, because we did not want to show that because it would have hurt what was offered to us. And we weren't really hurting. Like we could have kept cruising, right? And so that's kind of my recommendation for people is like, just be aware of what life can throw at you and try and plan for it. And if it's happening to you, don't think it's just you or you have bad luck. It's just normal.
Yeah. No, it's a really good point. I've seen some similar research where the two most common reasons business owners sell are, number one, they get approached by an acquirer and it triggers like the thought process. Never thought of it, but hey, I've got this offer. Why don't I pursue it? The second is some sort of health scare where they or someone they love runs into some sort of health event. And so it's interesting that in your case, it was the latter, obviously, but in either case, the entrepreneur is kind of on their back foot a little bit. They're not proactively managing the process. They're sort of reacting to the situation, which is obviously not ideal for maximizing what you take out of it. So it's really, really important for our audience to hear, which is great.